Welcome everybody to race number 9 for Division 1. We are here at Las Vegas Banked. Now we saw a pretty wild race last night here at this track with Division 2. Luckily everybody walked away without any injury, so that was nice. Last week at Talladega, Callie Hancock made her return from her injury here in Division 1. And the number 13 of Colin Murphy, he had concussions after that race. So Colin is out, and you see right here the 13 is now piloted by Colton Harmon this week here at here at Las Vegas Bank. So that's only going to be a one race deal. Colin Murphy will be back in the race, in the race car tomorrow night. So we're waiting for qualifying to go through, and it looks like Alexander Jones, the 17, will have the pole for the first time around. See if he can hold on to it the next time by. Jacob Britt, last week's winner, starting in 11th so far, unless he can better his position the next time by. Looks like the 17 is going to get it. So Alexander Jones is going to be the pole sitter for tonight's race. Great to see that with that driver. So qualifying is going to be wrapping up here soon. We'll be going right to the race, but we will be right back. I'm doing the recording for races, so I just saw you called. Alright, so getting ready for the start of Las Vegas Banked. So starting on the pole, the 17 of Alexander Jones. Beside him, the 51 Foxy Pirate. The next row, we've got the 21 Kyle Vickers and the 00 of Tony Hernandez. The next row, we have the 6 of Skylar Rocha, the 14 Jackson Kelsey. Jackson's been starting up near the front in these last couple races. He's been doing pretty well. Behind them, we've got the 10 Bryson Bannister and the 1 of Cole DeMarco. Haven't talked too much about Cole this season. Got the 95 of Tavis Haken, Dave Smith, and the 02 of Logan York, who won a couple races ago. Then you got the 39 Jacob Britt, last week's race winner, the 16 Sahara Rocha. Got the 50 of Laura Lee Wiebe. The 13, that is being piloted by Colton Harmon this week. He is filling in for Colin Murphy. Colin is out with concussions this week. He will be back in the car next week, though, at Watkins Glen. Next row, you got the 73 Carter Joey, the 3 of Chris Spletzer. Got the 5 Sam Oskin, the 8 of Ron Jackson. You have the 4 of Robbie Bannister. Beside him, the 99 of Destiny Borg. Got the 94 of Hunter Blade, the 2 of Brian Lancaster. Got the 54 Noah Kim. That is probably my favorite paint scheme of his. And beside him, the 55 Bean Wiebe. Bean was not injured last week in that wreck at Talladega. He wants to get back at the 13 of Colin Murphy, which actually in this race is being piloted by Colton. So hopefully he doesn't try to get back at that number 13 this week. Maybe next week. Behind them, we've got the 26 Daniel Voiles and the 15 of Colby Harris. Then brothers, the 38 of Axel Zero and the 9 of Brew Zero, starting in that row. Got the 12 of Brendan Hancock, the 96 Jeff Light. He had a pretty hard crash last week as well, but Jeff was okay. Got the 24 Matt Pouchot and the 44 Equan Hazim. The 08 of Carl Hernandez, the 7 of Reese Spletzer. Got the 75 Andy Rollo, the 11 of Callie Hancock. Got the 18 Mike Afton, the 56 of Ricky Freeman Jr., the 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne, the absolute unit, and the 86 of Nonigan Scott. Nonigan looking for a good finish today. Got the 45 of Osman Hamid, and starting last, the 48 of Ryan Benjamin. Now, where do you want to start in this race? I have no idea. We saw last night in the Division II race, it does not matter where you start. You could be crashed at any given second.
Drivers, start your
We just got the command to start the engine, so we're going to be underway here shortly. Now, we went a little over halfway last night in the Division II race without a caution. Will that happen tonight, or will it be a total wreck fest? These Division I guys, they really like to tear their stuff up. They really like to race and battle like it's the last lap every lap. As Ron Jackson would say, raise hell, praise Dale. Or praise Dale, raise hell. Something like that. It's one of those two. But that is the, I believe that's probably the slogan for all the All-Star Offline Racing Series. We like to give you guys the best racing we possibly can, and with that, there's always wrecks. But the wrecks make it more fun. It makes it, I don't know, I guess exciting and more adrenaline pumping, if you will. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to shut up and start calling the race. So, Alexander Jones, the 17, going to lead the field to the green flag. And they are off. Green flag in the air here at Las Vegas, race number 9. See, he goes up top. He gets a pretty nice start. It seems like the inside line gets a great start on the beginning of these races. The 51 Foxy Pirate, he's going to fall back. Got it for second between Skylar and Kyle Vickers, battling with each other. A little bit further back, Colton Harmon being put up the track. He's going to be 3 wide, almost 4 wide now. Chris Spletzer almost into the back of Colton, the number 13. Could have been a big crash right there early in the race. You see Noah Kim now trying to go past Ron and Colton. Noah is going to be Chris's teammate next season. It's already been confirmed. Up front, you see a lot of 3 wide. Jacob Britt won last week. He's going for 2nd place already in this race. Fighting with Bryson Bannister. Being pushed by Sahara Rocha. Sahara going to go down low. She's going to make it 3 wide. Haven't really seen her dominance this season. Season 1, she dominated pretty much the entire season. She did have some bad luck halfway through, but we just haven't seen her really have that mojo since then. Field getting really close to each other. A lot of 3 wide racing. Up at the front, it's Alexander Jones, though, still leading this race. A lot of battling for 2nd. Salmon Oskin takes 2nd. Destiny Borg fighting for 3rd, and she will almost clear Sahara, but not quite yet. Here comes the 4 now of Robbie Bannister on the inside. He's trying to take the position away. They're getting really dicey off the turn. See Callie and Cole, and there's Matt Pichot fighting with some of these drivers, trying to take some positions away. 3 wide. Oh, Cole DeMarco hits Skylar. Oh, huge crash in the back of the field. Oh, Mike Afton, Osman Hamid, and I think that's the 50 of Laura Lee Wiebe. Mike had a very hard hit. Brian Lancaster, he got a ton of damage. And that was a head-on collision to the wall. Caution flag out early here. Oh, geez, they're crashing again. Oh, my God, there's 2 crashes. Ron Jackson. Oh, the 00, Tony Hernandez. They're crashing even further ahead. 3 crashes under caution. I don't even know who else is in this crash. Mike Afton, Brian Lancaster, Cole DeMarco. See Osman Hamid, Skylar Rocha, Hunter Blade. He has a lot of damage. Colton Harmon, Brendan Hancock, Callie Hancock, Carl Hernandez. My gosh, Ron Jackson, Logan, Colby. Who was that? Carter, Joey, Reese, Blitzer, Kyle Vickers. I think Bean Weeby was spun out. I don't think he has damage, though. Oh, my gosh. So, a lot happening here in the first 10 laps. 3 crashes under caution, a huge crash leading up to that. Let's go ahead and show you everything that just happened. Alexander Jones still racing still in the lead here. So Mike Afton, 18, he's already out of the race. Mike had a very hard hit. I don't know who hit him. I think Colton spun Laura Lee out, and watch this hit. Oh my gosh, hard hit, 196 miles an hour into the wall. And he was hit so many times. That is not good. We saw the funny screenshots, I guess. You can call them funny. In the injury post with Chris Blitzer in the mock race, this is the same exact hit. Watch this. Colton hits Laura Lee, and watch this hit up here. Head on into the wall. My gosh, Mike Afton. Very hard hit. We have to hope that he is okay. That was a really hard hit. Let's ride on board with him. 196 miles an hour. And he was hit so many times. Mike Afton could be injured, and that is not good. Go ahead and ride on board, I don't know, I guess with Laura Lee. She got hit by Colton. Hard hit, even for her too, but she does drive away from the crash. You see how many times Mike got hit. Watch again from back here, Osman Hamid. He was running last. That crash, it just happened so fast. And then, let's go. I don't know where the first crash even happened. Looked like it was back with the 6th Skylar Rocha. They were 4 wide. You see Bean Weeby, Colby Harris hit each other. Oh, and Skylar had a very hard hit there. That's where the 00 of Tony Hernandez starts flipping. So that was the first crash. Let's go ahead and show you the second crash. See, the first crash is going to happen here. And then the first crash, Cole DeMarco, he caused that one. And Hunter Blade as well. Hunter Blade was involved in the crash. Let's just watch. So let's go. I don't know. He was not involved. I don't know who else was involved. Actually, it was further up. It was, oh, right where the 4 is, Robbie Bannister. My gosh. So a lot of stuff happening. It's been already utter carnage in the beginning of this race. Car Hernandez, Sahara Rocha, many others get damaged. And we're going back to green already. Actually, wow, we are back to green. Green flag in the air. Alexander Jones is the race leader. Sam Odoskin second, third Destiny Borg, fourth Noah Kim, and fifth Foxy Pirate. See a huge list of drivers out of the race. Ron Jackson, Skylar Rocha, Cole DeMarco, Tony Hernandez, Hunter Blade, Osman Hamid, Mike Afton, and Brian Lancaster all out of the race. Sam Odoskin goes to the front. Look at Noah Kim. Noah trying to take the lead away from Samet. Samet hasn't had a great season. He was a really tough competitor in the first 2 seasons, but so far not doing too well. Noah Kim up to the front, and they're really battling back here. Well, up here in the lead. 4 wide entering, or no, 3 wide entering the turn, almost 4 wide. Yeah, they're getting so close already. We have so long in this race left. There's so much time left. You see a lot of drivers damaged. Cole DeMarco, Colby Harris, Brendan Hancock, Laura Lee Wiebe, Carl Hernandez, who is this? Colton Harmon, Equan Hazim, Reese Spletzer, Sahara Rocha. They pretty much are all out of contention. Oh, geez, 4 wide. Oh, my gosh, hard hit again. Noah Kim, the 39, and it's going to be a huge one, guys. A massive crash on the front stretch within the first 13 laps, and they're still crashing. Oh, my gosh. What is going on here? Oh, my God, I don't even know where to begin. There's Chris Spletzer, Daniel Voiles, Kyle Vickers, Callie Hancock. That's Nottingham Scott. We said Kyle Vickers, Sahara Rocha, Bryson Bannister, Robbie Bannister, Noah Kim. That's the 38 of Axel Zero. His car is demolished. Jeremiah Dwayne and everybody coming down pit road. I think the 9 checking on his brother, making sure he's okay. We've had 2 massive crashes in the first 15 laps. The 38 of Axel Zero, that was a hard hit. I don't even know. Whoops. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be okay. It's going to be tough, I guess. They were 4 wide. 4 wide coming out of turn 4. Watch this. Yeah, hard hit. He was upside down. Jeremiah upside down. Noah Kim was upside down. I think Bean Wiebe was involved. My gosh, that was a bad crash. Here's the replay again of Axel Zero's crash. Watch this. 190 mile an hour hit. And I don't know actually who else was involved that had a hard hit. I think Noah Kim had a pretty hard hit. Oh my gosh. I don't think Noah hit it that hard, though. I think he'll be all right. 170 miles an hour. I mean, it just took so many drivers out. Bean Wiebe was involved. Logan York. Daniel Voiles. I don't know who's left. I really don't know. Massive crash. Lap number 12. Let's ride on board with a couple drivers, starting with the 38 of Axel Zero. Listen to this. Hard hit, upside down. Tavis Haken involved. And I mean, it's going on. It keeps going for Axel. And then the roof cam is now broke. Let's go ahead and ride on board with Noah Kim. Hard hit for him as well. Oof, right there. Luckily, these walls are a little softer. We did try to make them as soft as possible, but obviously a hard hit for a lot of drivers. I don't think we're going to have many drivers left in this race. I really don't. Go ahead and ride on board with, I don't know where. Let's go ahead and run on board with Bean Wavy. Bean was involved in this as well. He was running in 19. He wasn't even in the main pack at that point. He hit Logan. That's how Logan was involved. And I think Chris Pletzer might have slammed into the back of Bean. We got to get back to the action. I think they actually might be green already. Let's go ahead and let's show you Chris Pletzer real quick. He was pretty far back, running in 22nd. Oh, he had hit Bean pretty hard. Alright, so we're still under caution. Not a lot of drivers left. I mean, there's a lot left, but they're damaged, and yeah. We have 24 drivers left. You see Chris Pletzer, Sahara Rocha, Bryson Bannister, Daniel Voiles, Nottingham Scott, Callie Hancock, Robbie Bannister, Jeremiah Dwayne, Axel Zero, Noah Kim, all out from that crash. Actually, we're going green this time by. Logan York, Bean Weeby, Tavis Haken, they all survived that crash at least. Green flag in the air. You see Destiny gets a huge start over Jackson. Some of these drivers are damaged, I believe. My gosh, I don't even know. I don't know who isn't damaged. We have a lot of drivers that are. And this could be a pretty long race at this point. But there could be more crashes. You never know. See the 15, Colby Harris, damaged. Oh, geez, the 9 of Axel Zero, or the 9 of Bruce Zero, almost spun out. I have a feeling this is going to happen a lot tonight. See Jackson Kelsey, Destiny Borg pulling away. They also have the 73 of Carter Joey and Andy Rollo. Top 4 drivers pulling away from the rest of the field. See Ryan Benjamin, Sam Oskin, teammates get together. These guys are going to crash again. I really think they are. So a little less than 2 seconds were Sam Oskin and Ryan Benjamin from the leaders. See if they can catch them and make a bigger pack. Obviously, a lot of drivers damaged off the pace. It's pretty much a survival of the fittest race now. The 99 Destiny Borg is the leader. She's in a 4-car pack. Sam Oskin starting to catch this pack a little bit, though. He's bringing Ryan Benjamin with him. And a few other drivers as well. 17 of Alexander Jones, Bruce Zero, Jeff Light. But up at the front, these 4 drivers right now are the drivers battling for the win. We've got 80 laps to go. A lot of stuff happening in the opening laps, and that just took out almost over half the field. Took a lot of drivers out of contention. These drivers, though, are catching the top 4, and then you see a lot of other drivers. Reese Spletzer still in this race. You see Bean Weeby, Laura Lee Weeby, Tavis Haken, Colton Harmon, Colby Harris, Brendan Hancock, Jacob Britt, they're still in this race. 21, Kyle Vickers is going to go a lap down soon as Jackson Kelsey takes the lead away. And Sam Oskin, Ryan Benjamin, Jeff Light, Bruce Zero, a lot of these drivers are catching this pack. So we might have a bigger pack here soon. Andy Rollo up to 2nd. He's been close so many times this season, running up in the top 5 tonight. Jackson Kelsey already has a win this season. He would love to get a 2nd win. He'd be the first repeat winner tonight if he got the win. Drivers like Sam Oskin, Ryan Benjamin trying to get their first wins this season. And here we go, lap car. Kyle Vickers, he is going to cause some issues, I think. Jackson going to slow down. There goes Destiny Borg, Carter Joey, Sam Oskin, they all get past. So now a 3-car pack at the front. Jackson Kelsey loses. Oh, geez. Sam Odoskin almost spun out. I'm sorry, that's Alexander Jones. Almost spun out. You see Andy Rollo falling back. He was stuck behind the 21. There's the 51 Foxy Pirate, the 24 Matt Peugeot. They're going to try to get past the 21. He is going to, of course, slow them down. Up at the front, Destiny Borg, Sam Odoskin fighting for the lead. Not a lot of drivers left in this race. Really, I think there's only about 9 drivers right now that have a legitimate shot of actually winning the race. Andy Rolla back at 9th. Everyone else losing time, losing ground. A little bit of a pack starting to form now. Jeff Light, the 96, he's back in 6th. He is up here with these drivers. Sam Odoskin, Ryan Benjamin as well. The 17 of Alexander Jones, Brew Zero, and Andy Rollo trying to catch up to this pack. And they are. They're going to catch him in a couple laps. Meanwhile, the 51 Foxy Pirate falling behind. And while these drivers up here are battling for the lead, they're catching Jacob Britt, Brendan Hancock, and Colby Harris, and Colton Harmon. It's going to be a very interesting... Oh, geez, there's a crash. Caution flag out. Oh, geez, they're going to hit each other. Maybe not. The 41, Equan Azim. The 21, Kyle Vickers. And Bean Weeby got a part of that as well. So, caution flag back out. Teammates 1 and 2 right now. Well, I did not see that happen. I don't know what happened there. So a caution. We'll have another restart yet again. Looks like all the leaders coming down pit road. This gives the 51, the 24, maybe even the 56 a chance to get back up with the leaders and try to stay in the lead pack. Let's go ahead and show you what happened for this next caution, the 3rd caution of the race. This race is kind of reminding me of Texas World. See the 21 just by himself, and Equan is in. I don't know what happened there. Ooh, Carl got into Equan, and then Equan goes up the track, and oh my gosh, another hard hit yet again. My gosh. Bean Weeby got a piece of that as well. Equan Azim wasn't running too fast. He was on the apron, but another hard head-on collision. So let's go ahead and rejoin the race leaders. Looks like Sam Odoskin will be the leader, Ryan Benjamin 2nd. If you're just joining us, it has been a crazy Wreckfest race already. I had said this race is reminding me kind of like Texas World. Oh, well, I guess about half the field or over half the field out of the race. You see Ricky Freeman has damage, but a lot of drivers behind him don't have damage, and this is going to be an interesting restart. My gosh, so many drivers have damage, though, in this race. There's only about 9 drivers that can win this thing right now, and we've got 71 laps to go. I'm going to place a bet and say that every driver in this race will have damage by the end of it. We could have a couple more crashes. What if the leaders end up wrecking and then we have the entire field damaged and they're all in one pack? That would be kind of crazy. See, only 22 drivers left in this race. Everybody else out. Equan Azim, 23rd, he's out. 24th, Kyle Vickers, and you see everybody else out of the race. We did not think this was going to happen, but it has. Really, at this point in the race, we should have probably had about 30 drivers that were actually in contention. But after the believe it was, what, the first caution? After the first caution, there was 3 crashes under the caution flag, and that pretty much took out a lot of drivers and damaged cars. And then, of course, the second crash with the leaders up in turn 4, that was the biggest incident to date in this race. And that basically took almost everybody out of contention. We've got about 8 or 9 drivers that have a shot. A lot of drivers could be getting their first win, though, tonight. The 14 Jackson Kelsey has a win. Let's see, the 02 Logan York has a win. I think he's damaged, though. Maybe not too bad damage. Who else? We said the 14 has a win. Tavis Aiken has a win, but he is way too damaged. And yeah, Jacob Britt has a win. He's damaged. Everyone else, though, trying to get their first win, so it could very well happen. Green flag back in the air here at Las Vegas. Jeff Light, the 96, going up top, trying to get a run on Ryan, but that's not going to work. Back here, I believe the 56, Ricky Freeman, is going to be a little too slow, though. I think they're going to start passing him, and there's 3 wide behind him. Top 4 drivers pulling away. Look at Logan York. He's trying to get past Ricky. Their teammates right there, but Ricky going to block Logan. Looks like we might have a few more drivers up in the front of the pack now. Ricky is falling back. Logan York on the inside. He might be able to stay with this lead pack. See 24 Matt Peugeot up at the front. And Ricky might be getting turned. Maybe not. Almost got turned by, I believe that was Andy Rollo. Or no, that was Bruce Zero. 3 wide for third. Sam Oskin has the lead. Alexander Jones second. Teammate Ryan Benjamin up here as well in the top 5. Those 3 drivers, teammates, and trying to work pretty well with each other. Keyword is trying to. Look at this. We have a pretty big pack right now. Destiny Borg, Matt Peugeot, their teammates. They're in this lead pack. Second and third right now. Trying to stay up with Sam Oskin. Destiny going to go down low. She's been in the lead already tonight. Say we have a good bit of drivers up here in the front. I believe Logan York, Ricky Freeman Jr., and Carter Joey, they have fallen back. But we've got 10 cars up here. Or not. Oh my gosh, they almost wrecked off of turn 2. That would have taken pretty much everyone else out of contention. Please don't wreck. We got to keep racing. 10 drivers up in the lead pack that have a legitimate shot. Logan York back in 11th place. He's trying to catch up to the pack, but I think he's too damaged. 24 and 96, they're up here as well. That's pretty cool to see them up at the front. Jeff Light, a hard crash last week at Talladega. He's up in the front pack. The only driver in this pack that has a win is Jackson Kelsey, the number 14. He won at the Wreckfield Riverside race. And that was a disaster of a race, even though that was a short track. That was just a downright bizarre race. See the top 10 drivers kind of fading away or kind of spreading out a little bit. Andy Rollo, the 75, he's trying to get down low. He wants to go lead this race. Here comes the 24, Matt Peugeot, teammate to the 99. Ryan Benjamin, Ryan Racing, actually. Their team running really well. All 3 drivers up in the top 10. See Colby Harris, Brendan Hancock, they're about to go a lap down. And we are nearing the halfway point of this race. I think we're going to see some pretty good green flag racing with the top 10. Jeff Light starting to fall back a little bit. He's trying to stay up with these drivers. Matt running in second. Here comes the 9 of Rouge Zero. No word on any of the drivers if they're all right or not. A lot of drivers flipped and had hard hits. The 38 of Axel Zero. Definitely a very hard hit. The hardest hit we've had so far today. See the 96 Jeff Light. His car is starting to fade. Looks like the top 9 drivers might be in contention now. As Jeff having some issue. Jackson almost into Matt. Too wide for the lead. Destiny Borg going down low. Here comes the 75 of Andy Rollo on the inside. Andy trying to take the lead away. Andy has been close a few times this season. He has had mechanical failures. Actually, at Texas World, was leading the race and had a mechanical failure with about 20 laps to go, I believe it was. He was very disappointed in that. And here we go. Lap car is going to play a big factor here. Colby Harris and Brendan Hancock. Where are they going to go? Where are the leaders going to go? And the 15 going to slow the outside line. Brendan going to slow the inside line as well. This is going to allow the 96 of Jeff Light to catch back up. Looks like Jackson Kelsey and Alexander Jones going to the front. Destiny Borg stuck behind the 15, trying to get past him. Andy Rollo and Jeff Light cannot get past that 15 yet. Destiny Borg as well. She is stuck behind Brendan. 3 wide up at the front. Ryan Benjamin has the lead, nearing the halfway point of this race. And Destiny Borg, Andy Rollo, and Jeff Light have lost the lead pack. We'll have to keep an eye on them. The next driver, actually next drivers, Colton Harmon, Jacob Britt, and Laura Lee off of turn 4, and that's where the leaders are. So give that a few more laps, and we should be seeing some more intense action as Matt Peugeot will lead that lap. Here comes the 9, a Bruce Zero down low. He's going to try to take the lead away, and he will. Destiny is catching up to these drivers. I don't know about Andy or Jeff. Look at this 3 wide. Oh my gosh, this race has been a disaster, to say the least. A lot of drivers up at the front trying to get their first win. Destiny Borg catching this pack all by herself. She has no drafting help, and she is catching them quick. Andy Rollo, Jeff Light, they're too far back. They need a caution and a restart if they want a shot at winning this race. But that might be a pretty good spot to stay in, where the 9th and 10th place drivers are. Is lap traffic about to play another factor in this race? Laura Lee, Weavy. They're all single file though, so that's kind of a good thing, I guess. But will they stay single file? You see Jackson Kelsey back up to the front. He might get another win. He would be the first repeat winner if he gets the win tonight. First repeat winner in Division 1. We have Manoa Dane in Division 2 who has won 2 races. And here we go. Lap traffic going to play a huge part in this race. Laura Lee going to go down low. Jackson going to try to get past her. But there's still more cars ahead of him that need to get past. And they're going to be 2 wide. So the leader's now trying, but they are in heavy traffic. And this is not where you want to be in this race. This spells disaster all over it. Alexander Jones trying to get past Jacob Britt on the inside, and on the outside, Jackson Kelsey trying to get past Colton Harmon. And there the 17 goes. He will get past the lap traffic, and they're bouncing off of each other and keeping it going the right way. See Andy Rollo, Jeff Light, 4 seconds behind, but unfortunately not able to catch these drivers yet. So up at the front, Sam Adoskin, Matt Peugeot side by side for the lead. Here comes Ryan Benjamin on the inside. Destiny Borg right on the back bumper of Sam. It almost turned him around. Eight drivers up in the main pack, and they are racing like it's the last lap. That's what we said earlier, and it's been, I guess it's, I don't know. Never mind. So, anyway, we're almost halfway. Lap 50 out of 100. Next time by, going to be the halfway point of this wreck-filled race. See, Bruzero led that lap. Jackson Kelsey trying to get past him. We've seen Jackson be pretty strong. Destiny as well, but no one's really been too dominant. Oh! Destiny and Alexander hit each other, and that almost caused a crash. Meanwhile, Andy Rollo and Jeff Light, they're not losing too much ground back in 9th and 10th place. Actually, I think they're losing some time now because of lap traffic. Yeah, you see, they just caught the lap traffic here. I think they'll be okay, though, once they get past those cars. And look at this. 6 lap cars that are slow and damaged. this is going to be wild. If you thought 3-lap cars were, wait till these guys catch up here. Destiny Borg into Jackson. And Destiny has been really aggressive in this race. Not taking any prisoners at all. She's trying to get her first win. She's got a teammate up here. Well, these drivers are going to have to get past the 15 and the 12 first. And then they've got 4 cars and a pack ahead of those two. So, who gets past? See, Destiny and Jackson going to almost collide. And they're going to slow down. Brendan going to let Destiny go by on the inside line. Same with Matt Pouchot. Jackson Kelsey going to get stuck behind the 15 of Colby Harris. So Jackson going to go from 1st to 8th. And the lead pack kind of split up a little bit, but here are the next 4 drivers about to go a lap down. And where do you go if you're the 99? Where do you go if you're the 9? If we go green flag much longer, we might actually be seeing green flag pit stops soon. See, the top 3 drivers have pulled away from the pack, but now they've got heavy traffic here. 4 cars they got to try to get past. I actually think Destiny Borg might be able to do it. Her and the 9 of Bruce Zero are going to get past, but Bean Weeby going to slow them down. And Carl Hernandez is right ahead of them as well. Destiny going to go past Bean. And Carl going to let the leaders go as well, so Destiny Borg, Bruce Zero, and Matt Pouchot. No issues at all. And then you see, here comes Jackson Kelsey. Looks like most of the lap car is going to stay up top. Bean Weeby going down low. Jackson, is he going to spin Bean or is he going to try to pass him? Oh, there's a crash in the back of the field. The 51 Foxy Pirate around. He hits the wall. And the caution flag back out. Make sure nobody hits him. Oh, geez. Oh, my gosh, they were so close to hitting him. Ryan Benjamin was a part of that crash. He does not have damage. Caution flag out, and we're going to see pit stops yet again. And this time we're going to have a restart with a lot of drivers a lap down. So this could be a wild restart. And this is going to allow Andy Rollo and Jeff Light to get back up in the lead mix. Lead pack and see if they can do anything there. 51, a Foxy Pirate has damage though. Unfortunate for him, I don't think he'll be able to stay in the lead pack. I don't even know. Oh, there he is. And he's got some rear end damage, so he might be a slow car as well. Let's actually go ahead and show you what happened real quick. They were, I think, 3 wide coming off the turn. So up here, Tavis Haken trying to get past Reese. Ryan hit Tavis, and then they were just kind of all along for the ride. Tavis Haken did a great job keeping it off the wall. Foxy Pirate, he had nowhere to go. Right on board with the number 51 through this crash. And Ryan he got into Tavis, and if that 51 wasn't there, I think we'd be okay. Tavis actually did get a good bit of damage. I don't know if he already had that damage, I believe. Tavis running back in 17th position. It was close. So Tavis was a lap down already, so no harm, no foul for him. He doesn't really hurt his car too much, I guess. And the 9 of Brew Zero going to be the race leader. Destiny Borg, 2nd. 3rd place, Matt Pouchot. 4th, Alexander Jones. 5th, Jackson Kelsey. 6th place, Ryan Benjamin. 7th, Andy Rollo. 8th, Jeff Light. And then the damaged cars, Ricky Freeman Jr., Logan York, Carter Joey, Foxy Pirate. He got his car repaired, but I think he's going to have trouble keeping up with the lead pack. We also got Carl Hernandez, Reese Spletzer, Bean Weeby, Brendan Hancock, Jacob Britt, Lorelei Weeby, Colton Harmon, Tavis Haken, Colby Harris, Sam Oskin on pit road, and I'm not sure what's going on with him. Sam Oskin is a lap down, I think. Oh no, he came down pit road. He might have had an issue, maybe a tire down or something. Sam Oskin needs to get back in this race quick if he does not want to go a lap down. Sam Oskin still on pit road. Not sure what's going on there. So Sam Oskin might have some issues. And I believe he is going to go a lap down. He's still on pit road, and there's the leader. Green flag next time by. Sam Oskin was in contention to win this race. Now he is a lap down. He fell back to 20th. We're going to have to update you guys on that. He's still on pit road. I don't know what's going on with that number 5. Sam Oskin was a strong contender in this race. Unfortunately, his race is done, I believe. If he goes 2 laps down, it's basically game over. See Brendan Hancock, Colby Harris 2 laps down, but I don't think we're going to have many cautions. There's not a lot of chances to get your laps back. Now this is going to be a wild restart because of all the damaged lap cars on the inside line. And there's a couple drivers up on the outside, I believe 7, maybe 8 drivers that have a shot to win. This time by, it's going to be 40 laps to go. And the green flag is in the air, the 9. Oh, there's Sam Oskin coming out on the track. 9 of Bruiser going to take the green, and him and Destiny Boy are going to clear the pack, but now everybody's stuck behind lap traffic. Bean Weeby, he blocked Matt Pouchot. This could create some issues. And Sam Oskin as well coming back out on the track could create some issues too. Oh my gosh, they're almost going to hit each other. Almost hit each other, but they keep it off of each other. This is where it gets dangerous. The fast cars behind the lap cars. You see some of the drivers back here as well. Jackson Kelsey, I think. No, he is actually not back here. Up here, look at Sam Oskin. He is flying. He is 2 laps down, but Sam Oskin trying to get past. Nobody back here has been able to get past these drivers. Now here comes the 17 of Alexander Jones. Will there be a crash? Can they get through without crashing into each other? Destiny Borg, Bruzero pulling away. Right now it's both of those drivers, 1 and 2, and they have over a second lead over 3rd place. See, Sam Oskin has gotten past everybody. Here comes Jackson Kelsey. Surprised a lot of these drivers have taken that long to get past the lap cars. Sam Oskin in the lead pack. Up front, Destiny Borg, Bruzero still 1st and 2nd, trying to pull away from the rest of the field. Jackson Kelsey ran the exact same lap time as Destiny Borg. 3 wide back here for 3rd, Andy Rollo. He's up in the mix. He lost the draft earlier before the caution. Great to see him up here. Almost 4 wide now, Jackson. Oh no, Sam Oskin's around. Ryan Benjamin's around. The 14 of Jackson Kelsey is around. Caution flag out. And Jackson Kelsey damage, and Ryan Benjamin as well. Oh no. Yet another caution. We're going to have another restart as well. Destiny Borg, the race leader, one of the strongest drivers involved in that crash. Jackson Kelsey, he was able to pass everybody. I'm not sure what Destiny's doing. She's passing the pace car. Better hope the pace car gets, there we go. Better hope the pace car gets past her. Not sure who's on pit road. I think that's, yeah, Jackson Kelsey, the 14. So he'll be starting at the tail end of the field. He'll be behind a lot of damaged cars already, so he might be out of contention if we don't get another caution. Ryan Benjamin staying on the track. He has rear end damage. He seems confident with his car. Show you what happened on this caution. I knew we'd have more cautions after pretty much half the field was erased from crashes, but man, oh man. I saw this one happening a mile away. 3 wide, Sam Oskin tries to make it 4 wide, and then teammates get together, the 5 and the 17, and that turns the other teammate, the 48, around. Oof. Ryan does have some pretty big damage. We'll have to see if that hurts him on the restart or not. Jackson Kelsey back out on the track. It has been a crazy wreck-filled race. We had a crash early in this race that started us off. 3 crashes under the caution flag. And then after the restart, a massive crash that took a lot of drivers out. Hard hits for Axel Zero, Noah Kim, Jeremiah Dwayne. I think everyone will be okay. I don't know about Axel Zero. Axel might not be alright, but we'll have to see. A little bit ago as well, we've had a few more hard hits. The 44, Iquan Zim, he had a pretty hard hit. Crazy race with a lot of crazy crashes. And the 99 Destiny Borg out front. She's led the most laps, I believe, at this point in the race. I'm curious to see if the 48 of Ryan Benjamin is going to be able to stay up with this lead pack on the restart. And if Jackson Kelsey can get up to the front. Jackson repaired his damage. He didn't have a lot, but he did have some. Restart next time by. You see Sam Odoskin on the inside. If he can get a quick caution, he might be able to get one of his laps back. But that 5 is 2 laps down. He needs a few cautions. Crazy, crazy race. It has just been a wild mess. And even after pretty much half the field has been eliminated, we're still getting cautions. We have 22 drivers in this race. Currently 21 out. Back in 5th place, the 96 of Jeff Light. He has got some pretty big damage on his car. Look at that. Number 96. So he's going to probably be slow on the restart. Just like the first restart, I believe the 99 and the 9 will probably get through past all the lap cars, but Samet is going to probably be a pretty quick contender on the restart. And here we go, green flag in the air. Destiny will get past Samet. She'll clear him. Bruce Zero not able to get past. Andy Rowley going to try to get past Carl Hernandez as well. I think he might actually. Bean Weeby going to go up top, and this is where it gets dangerous. All the lap cars that are slower in front of all the faster cars. Where do you go? How do you get through? See 3 wide here. Jeff Light not too slow, not as slow as I thought he would be. Ryan Benjamin is up with this pack. You see Jackson Kelsey trying to get past some damaged cars. Alexander Jones, Matt Pouchot, they're going past the 55 of Bean Weeby. Up front, it's Destiny Borg, Bruce Zero, and Andy Rowley, the top 3. See Ryan Benjamin, the 48, he is actually not looking too slow. 51 Foxy Pirate was involved in a crash. I believe a lot of damaged cars will probably finish in the top 10. Ryan running in 9th right now, actually now 8th. He just took the position away. Up at the front, 3 wide. Look at this, Bruce Zero on the inside going for the lead. Destiny Borg up top. Sam Oskin trying to get his lap back. One of his laps back. And Andy Rallo up here in the top 3. He needs a good finish today. Tonight. Ryan Benjamin, he is moving. Even with damage on his car, Ryan is getting past some drivers, trying to get to the front. Jeff Light running in 6th, even with his damage. And his whole hood is basically crumpled up. See Ryan Benjamin trying to catch Jeff, try to take that position away. Up at the front, Andy Rallo will lead that lap. Destiny Borg now going back for the lead. Here comes Samet Oskin. That number 5 of Samet trying to get his lap back. See Alexander Jones, Matt Pouchot, the top 5 moving in on this front pack. Less than 30 laps to go here at Vegas. Carter Joey in 6th place. Yeah, they're falling back, but Ryan gonna take that position away. Here comes Jackson Kelsey and Foxy Pirate. Those three looking really fast. Big group of cars here. Everyone else damaged. Well, pretty much all these drivers are damaged, actually. They've all been involved in at least one crash. Up at the front of the field, the top 5 have caught the leaders. Matt Pichot is the only one not right with the pack, but he is gaining. Brazero out front, Andy Rollo, Alexander Jones, Destiny Borg, and Matt Pichot. None of these 5 drivers have a win yet. Back in 6th place, that is Jackson Kelsey. He's trying to get his 2nd win this season. Look at Destiny up top, right on the back bumper of Samet. I thought she was going to turn him around. Jackson might lead some of these drivers to this front pack. Actually, Jackson falling back a little bit. Up at the front, the 15, Colby Harris, going to go a lap down. This could create some issues. Well, it's going to allow Andy Rollo and Alexander Jones to get past. Brazero almost spun the 15 out. And we're going to have to watch the 15 with this second group of cars. Back in 6th place, from 6th to 10th, they're battling. Actually, it's more from what, 6th to 12th. They're battling for a top 10 finish. 15, Colby Harris going to go a lap down. Carter Joey going to try to go down low. Everybody makes it through. See Bean Weeby now up in the top 10. Didn't think we'd say that after this race. Or no, I'm sorry, Bean's a lap down. So we're not going to say that in this race. Sorry, Bean. Bean back in 13th place. So the top 5 drivers, single file, trying to catch the 75, Andy Rollo. We're nearing the 20 lap to go mark. Andy in the lead. We've seen Andy Rollo lose some races around this point in the race. If he can keep it out of trouble, he'll have a top 5 finish as long as he doesn't have a mechanical failure. Now the leader's catching the 12, the Brendan Hancock. They're going to catch him in the turn. Andy going to go way up top, and he is going to clear the 12, the Brendan. Everyone else going to try to fight to get past Brendan. Brendan going down low. Teammate Destiny Borg going to get stuck behind the 12. Is she going to get past him? I think she'll get past him here in the turn. The other teammate, Matt Pichot, he is also going to get stuck behind Brendan. Second group of cars, they're racing really aggressively back here. All these drivers are damaged. I think the 14, the 73, and the 51 might have been able to get up to the leader, but they have too much damage, I believe. I mean, they're catching Carter Joey and Jackson Kelsey. They gained a little bit of time that lap around. But they're also catching the 12, the Brendan Hancock. Up front, yet again, Destiny Borg will take the lead. Matt Pichot falling back. And here we go, Brendan Hancock now going to go another lap. Well, he's going to get passed by more cars. He already won another lap down. They're going to pass him in the turn. How's this going to work? Jackson Kelsey almost got turned by the 96 of Jeff Light. Well, they might not be done yet. Everybody so close, racing with each other. These are all damaged cars in one big pack. These guys fighting for a top 10 position. Oh, Foxy Pirate and Bean Weeby almost made some contact up at the front. It's still Destiny Borg, Laura Lee Weeby, and Jacob Britt gonna go another lap down. Less than 20 laps to go here at Vegas. It's been a pretty wild race. I think they're going to catch Laura Lee and Jacob in the turn. Again, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's going to be Bruiser now that gets past. Destiny is going to get stuck behind the lap car. She's going to go down low now to get past Laura Lee. Now Jacob Britt's there as well. And there's the 15, Colby Harris yet again. The 9 number 0 hits him. They do make contact. Looks like everyone's going to get past all of these drivers without too much of an issue. Sam Oskin and Alexander Jones. Mapper showed Destiny Borg with their teammates. Back here, it's still 2 and 3 wide. All of the damaged cars putting on a pretty good show back here. Oh, and there's a crash. The 08 is around. And who else? That's the 02. Logan York and Carl Hernandez. They now get turned around. Caution flag back out. Or Salmon Oskin. Can he get ahead of the 99 of Destiny Borg? I don't think Salmon's going to get his lap back. He's going to fight on the outside. And he is not going to get his lap back. Oh, there was another crash. Reese Splitzer. And who else was that? Is that the 13? No, oh, that's the 00. Or the 02. Reese Splitzer looks like he might have just made contact with Logan York and flipped him upside down. Carl Hernandez is back out. He's still in this race. We'll show you guys what happened here very soon. So Destiny Borg, the race leader, we're going to have about 10 to go. And actually, I think we're going to have a single file restart. This could be a very interesting turn of events for some of these drivers. Some of the guys, well, no. Actually, we have, oh boy. Who all is even in this race that can win? I actually think it's only, the top 5. So the top 5 drivers, I believe, are the only ones really in contention to win, unless they wreck. Tavis Aiken trying to catch up. Let's show you what happened with that crash. Carl Hernandez. Carl was up near the top 10. He was running 13th, lap down. Looks like the 56 Ricky Freeman Jr. just clips him. He bounces off Carter Joey, and Logan York was right there. And that is what happened to these drivers. Now, something happened here with the 02 of Logan. He goes down low. Oh, my gosh. Reese Splitzer just out of nowhere. That was like ARCA brakes. Another hard hit. My God. Oh, my. So, Logan just trying to, I guess, get down to the apron. Reese Splitzer just demolishes his car. Both of them. I'm going to look and see how fast Reese was going. Reese was going fairly fast, 188 miles an hour. It was about 171 when he hit Logan. Jeez. Oh my. This race is too much. It's been a complete wreck fest. So now in this race, we only have 21 drivers, half the field out of the race in the garage. And I believe we're going to have 10 laps to go, a 10-lap shootout to the win. Next week is Watkins Glen. And we did announce the All-Star race already. Talked about it last night in the Division 2 race. As, let's see, next time by we're going to green. So 10 laps to go on the restart. Destiny Borg trying to get her first win. The entire top 5 are winless so far. Actually, I believe they're all winless in their career, except maybe, I think Sam Oskin has a win in Season 1. Anyway, the All-Star race is going to be a lot of fun. The Pit Challenge is going to be fun as well. So if you've won a race in Division 1 or 2 this season, in the Truck Series, the ARCA Series, or the Cup Series, you are in the All-Star race, and you'll be in the Pit Challenge as well. So we will update that list. Obviously, we have Watkins Glen left. After Watkins Glen, we'll update that list. And I would say give us maybe a week, I would say, to record the pit stop challenge and get that all edited and everything. It's going to take a little bit of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy watching it. As here we go. The final 10 laps here at Vegas Banked. Destiny Borg going to take the green flag. Can she get her first win? She's been pretty close. She was close twice in the ARCA series. Down low, Samet Oskin getting past Bruiser. Samet, though, is a lap he's 2 laps down. Back here, these drivers battling like crazy. There might be another crash, actually. The way these guys are going, they could crash at any point. Laura Lee holding up Jackson Kelsey. Unfortunately for that 14, he's running in 7th, but he has not been able to get up to the main pack. Main pack up here. Samet Oskin going to get his lap back. Here comes the 75, Andy Rollo for the lead. Matt Peugeot trying to get past Destiny, teammate Destiny Borg. Alexander Jones, Bruce Zero as well. None of these drivers have won this season. Andy Rollo has been close this season. None of the other drivers really have been. Back here you see Ryan Benjamin, Carter Joey trying to catch the leaders. Not sure if they can. They might be out of time. Destiny going back to the front. She has been so dominant tonight. Ooh, the 9 Bruiser almost turned the 17 around in front of the rest of the lead pack. That could have been the race. That could have been it. I don't think they're done crashing yet. I think they're going to do another crash or 2 before this thing ends. Second pack racing hard. Back here, they have lost a few drivers. Bean Weeby and a lot of these drivers single file further back. Up at the front of the pack, though, 2 and 3 wide. Samet Oskin still trying to get one of his laps back. He's just up here, I think, at this point, racing for fun. Everyone else trying to get up to Destiny and try to get the win. The 5 of Samet Oskin actually could also try to help his teammate Alexander Jones get the win for that team. There's single file, 5 laps to go. If Samet tries to make a move on Destiny, that's going to open the door for the 75 of Andy Rollo. 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Andy going to go down low. He will take the lead away from Destiny. They nearly touch off the turn. Here comes the 9 of Bruce Zero. 4 to go here at Vegas. Alexander Jones and Matt Peugeot, they've fallen back a little bit. Here comes the 9 of Bruce Zero and Destiny again. Destiny going to go 3 wide for the lead. Alexander Jones and Matt Peugeot back in 4th and 5th. They're just watching at this point. So close coming off the turn. 3 laps to go. That 99 looking very, very fast. Andy Rollo falling back to 5th. Now here comes Alexander Jones. He's going to try to take the lead away. Who gets the win? There's also a lap car of Colby Harris they're catching, as well as Brendan Hancock. So Destiny on the inside. She is going to actually get past the 15. Bruiser will as well. Everyone else gets stuck behind him. Bruiser now going for the lead. 2 laps to go. It might be too late for these guys back here. Matt Peugeot and Andy Rollo, they're too far back unless they wreck. Up at the front of the field. Andy gets past, but this time by the white flag. Bruiser on the inside. Destiny on the outside. 1st and 2nd. What about the 5 and the 17? Can they get up to the front? Alexander Jones wants to get a win. White flag in the air here at Vegas. Destiny cannot get down low. We've seen her do that crossover move. Not yet. And they're going to catch the 12 of Brendan Hancock. Where is he going to go? Who is he going to stop? Brendan going to go down low with the 99 Destiny Borg on the outside. Destiny Borg is going to win this race. Her teammate Brendan Hancock blocks the 9. And Destiny Borg will get her first win of her career. And she also will advance or qualify into the All-Star race. She is now in the chase as well. Her teammate Callie Hancock in the chase. Man, oh man, Destiny picked that moment perfectly. Brendan Hancock just helped his teammate get the win. Bruce Zero probably not too happy with that. Same with Alexander Jones. Man, oh man. So Destiny Borg, the 99. And she was probably, ever since the 14 wrecked, she was probably the fastest driver in this race. So kind of cool that she won. But man, oh man, look at that. Teammate Matt Peugeot, he gets a top 5. See Bruce Zero second. Third, Alexander Jones. Fourth, Andy Rollo. Top 5 for him. He needed that. And then Ricky Freeman Jr., Jackson Kelsey, Ryan Benjamin, Foxy Pirate, Carter Joey. All 5 of those drivers needed that top 10 finish. Jeff Light, after wrecking last week. Same with Bean Weavy. They needed good finishes. Carl, he went up to 13th. Not a bad run there. Tavis Aiken 14th. Colton Harmon, I think that's his best finish this season. He's only ran in Daytona, but he'll be running in the All-Star Open, I believe. I don't think Colton has a win. No, he does not have a points win. So he'll be in the Open unless he gets a win next week. Or, no, actually, Colton's not racing next week. So anyway, Sam Oskin 16th. He was a contender for that race. He had a issue, I guess a tire or something. Had to come down pit road, lost 2 laps. Jacob Britt, Lorelei Weeby, Brendan Hancock, Colby Harris round out the rest of the field, and then everybody else from 21st on back out of the race. And, I mean, you look at that. That list is way bigger than the drivers that finished. 22 out and 20 finish. My gosh, that is bizarre. So, let's go ahead and check the points after race number 9. See where everyone is now. This race definitely shakes a lot of things up. Some of the drivers that were out of the race need wins, and this is not the race they needed, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and see the points. We'll be right back. And here are the points after race number 9 of the Division 1 series. So some drivers fell back pretty far. I don't think we actually had any huge gains. Destiny got a win. She's now in 11th in points. She gained 9 positions. I think that might actually be the biggest gain. Jackson Kelsey, he gained 8 positions. He's now in the top 5, according to these points. See, Jeff Light gained 6 points. 117 points separates Robbie Bannister and Jeff Light. Both points leads in Division 1 and 2 are separated, first and second separated by over 100 points. So it's a good thing we're doing this chase. It's going to allow these drivers to get closer to each other and kind of get back into contention. See, Chris Fletcher, he fell back a position. Foxy Pirate gained 4 positions. Bruce Zero, he gained 8 positions. He's getting closer to the top 16. Noah Kim, Noah fell back 5 positions. Andy Rollo, he gained 5 positions. So, a lot of gains in this race. Ryan Benjamin, he gained 5 positions. A lot of these drivers back here, though, need wins. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'd say, at least from 27th on back, you need a win if you want to be in the chase. Let's look a little bit further back here. Actually, wait a sec. Huh, okay. Oh, no, never mind. So, that is the points. Craziness so far. It has been a wild season. 9 different winners so far in this series. And I don't know. We probably will have 12 different winners once we get to Darlington. So far, no repeat winners yet, but still a few races to go. Next week, it's going to be Watkins Glen. And then, like we said, after that, it's the All-Star race, the Coke 600, and Darlington. And that's it for the main, or from the regular season. And then we will be starting the final 8-race chase, basically. All the race winners and the drivers that point their way into the top 16 will all fight for that title. And it could be pretty wild. A lot of good names up at the top. You see, actually, one thing I didn't realize, Callie has a win, Destiny has a win, and then you see Brendan Hancock and Matt Pouchot. All 4 of those drivers are on the same team. They're all within the top 11 in points. So the Hancock racing team looking really well near the end of this chase, and it looks like they all might make it. Brendan Hancock, he was multiple laps down. He actually gained a position in the points, surprisingly enough. Not sure how that worked, but it does somehow. So anyway, join us next week at Watkins Glen. It's going to be a fun race. And unlike other Watkins Glen races where we might try 3 times pit frequency, so they have to pit more often, and it just hopefully will make it a little more exciting and more strategical. We're going to be using the original Watkins Glen track, which was a lot of fun. That track produced some really good racing. So we'll see you guys there. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night.